Salad, and today I'm going to be doing a crispy skin salmon, and Camilla's going to do a
fennel and roast pumpkin and citrus salad to go with it.
So to start with, we've let our salmon come to room temperature for about 15 minutes. This makes it a lot easier to cook it. What we do is we brush the salmon with olive oil. We don't put the oil in the pan. This tends to burn the oil which is around the salmon. A little bit of salt and pepper, which we always put on last minute so as not to take any water out of our salmon. Into a preheated pan. And you can hear that gentle sizzle. That's what you want to hear so that you're getting that nice crispy salmon. We just give that a little turn around so that we know it's not going to stick to the pan.
Okay, so when we start making a fennel salad, you take your fennel, and if you have a mandolin, it's the best thing to use because you want to get it really nice and fine. So first of all, you set your mandolin to as fine as you possibly can, and then you just have a few practice pushes with your fennel. You have to play around with the adjustment just to get where exactly you want it to be, and that's looking really good for me. I want to have some really nice thin pieces. Now the problem you will run into with the fennel is it can be too fat for the actual mandolin. So all you do is just turn it on the side, shave a few pieces off, a bit thinner, and then you go for it again. A little bit of speed on there. Okay, so we have beautiful shaved fennel pieces. That's really nice. Move this out of the way. Okay, so the next part, what we do is we just pop in some lovely baby spinach leaves to add the colour. We have some pre-roasted pumpkin that we're going to put in also for flavour and colouring. And then when we do our citrus, we've got a beautiful blood orange. Excellent. We just take the ends off and then start peeling your orange. Now what I'm doing is I'm following the blade of my knife to the very edge of the pith. So when it comes off, it's going to come off without having all those white bits everywhere. It's been a while since I've done this. All right, so now we have a lovely orange. We'll just get rid of those bits on the bottom. And now when you want to segment your orange, do it over the bowl so you capture all the juice that comes out of the orange. And we're just going to follow the white line, the pith right down to the core on both sides to start it. And you have a lovely orange segment. Really nice size, perfectly matches the pumpkin and also the fineness of the fennel. And then you just go around your orange, you hit the middle, and with a little flick of the knife, your piece of segment will just pop out without that middle horrible bit in there that is a bit rough. Maybe you should just flick out. This can take a little bit of extra time, but just go slowly and it'll all come out beautifully. And all that juice is just going straight into our salad bowl to help with the flavour. And when you come across a seed, all you do is just pull it out. It's pretty basic.
So while Camilla's finishing her salad, we'll come back to the salmon. As you can see, we've got a nice crisp skin going on the salmon. What we're going to do now is for the last sort of 4 or 5 minutes of the salmon, we're just going to cover that and allow that to steam. This is going to keep the moisture in the salmon but still keeping the crispy skin. And back to you.
All right, perfect timing. I have now finished segmenting the orange. It's probably the longest part to make the salad. Okay, so we've got the orange, we've got the pumpkin, the fennel and the spinach. I don't want to toss it around too much now because I want the flavour to go around everything at the end, and I want to stand up and look really glamorous when it's actually on the plate. So I'm going to finish it with a finishing vinegar, which is a white wine liqueur. and just a fine drizzle. We don't want it to overpower, we just want it to enhance all the other flavours we have going, and a touch of extra virgin olive oil. And I always like to add a pinch of salt just to bring all the flavours together. Okay, and I'm pretty much, oh, and you know what, we'll just throw in a few pine nuts because I've got them. There we go. Looks good enough to eat.
Okay, so my salmon, what we're going to do now is we're just going to finish and just sear it very lightly on the bottom side. It's finished, it's ready to go, and I'm just going to remove it from the pan and we're going to let it rest for about 3 minutes. Now while I'm resting this, Camilla's going to plate up the salad, and that way we can serve the salmon with the salad.
Absolutely. So now what we do is we just lightly toss our salad with both hands. We're kind of using them as tongs. We want to get all that lovely flavour over everything. Separate your fennel a bit because it does stick together. And then now, carefully what you want to do is just take small amounts and pop them in the middle of your plate. We want to look as pretty as we can with all that lovely colour. And maybe just place a few segments of orange around the plate, just because they stand out because they're so lovely. Right. That's a nice serve for one person. There we are.
Okay, so now the salmon's had a few minutes to rest. That way you've trapped all the juices inside. It's allowed it to relax. We're going to place that on top and just finish it with a little bit of olive oil. Even though Camilla's dressed the salad, it just gives it a nice fresh finish and it looks beautiful on the plate.